All right, so we're going to work a little more with the integration. Let's review how we would integrate this polynomial here. Okay, so we're going to integrate it by piece. So I'm going to do 3x squared with respect to x. So I add 1 to the exponent, I divide by it, and then I have plus some constant. Integrating -1 with respect to x gets me -x plus some constant. So my indefinite integral of 3x squared minus 1 is 3 divided by 3 is just 1, so this is x to the third minus x plus some constant. All right, so this right here is your general solution. And this is your general solution because this is going to work for various different integers of c. Sometimes we're able to find a particular solution. So in order to find a particular solution, we have to be given a set of, or a initial condition. So if I wanted to find a particular solution, meaning I want to know exactly what c is, I don't want to leave c there. If I want to find a particular solution, I would need to find the value of c using an initial condition. So an initial condition could be as simple as saying that the function has to pass through the point 2, 4. Or they could say something like f of 2 is equal to 4. These are two separate initial conditions, but they're both initial conditions. And what this says is when I evaluate 2, I get 4 as my function value. Same thing here. If I evaluate 2 as my x, I get 4 as my function value. So I'm going to write my function here. So my function that I got after integrating, my general solution was x to the third minus x plus c. I'm going to use this initial condition. These are the same initial condition. They're just given to you a little bit differently. This one is saying that the curve passes through this point. This is saying that f of 2 is equal to 4. They're exactly the same thing. This is saying when x is 2, y is 4. This is saying when x is 2, y is 4. All right, so I'm going to plug in 2 into my x spot. I know when I plug in 2, I have to get 4 out as an answer. Now look, I have an equation with one unknown. I could solve for this. So I have 2 to the third, which is 8, minus 2 plus c equals 4. This is 6 plus c equals 4. So c equals -2. So now I'm able to write my particular solution. So this was my general solution for f of x. And now my particular solution, I'll write it up here, f of x is equal to, I'm going to write the exact same thing I see here, x to the third minus x. But now instead of writing plus c, I'm going to put minus 2. And now this is my particular solution for these given sets of initial conditions. So you can imagine that if I change my initial conditions, I'm going to get a different c value, and that would be a particular solution for another set of initial conditions. But for these initial conditions, f of 2 is equal to 4, this is my particular solution.